Our live view from Edgewater Beach. There's been a lot of things happening. I saw some folks doing yoga out there earlier this morning. We have some surfers out in the water, and if you look really closely, you can actually see some paragliders out there. So this is a very active scene, very typical of the summer season. But keep in mind, if you are headed down to Edgewater Beach, you'll notice those red flags are flying because we have a little bit more of those waves on hand, and that means you're likely going to be dealing with a little bit more of that rip current later today as well. Radar is completely quiet. It's kind of nice and refreshing to deal with a little bit of a break in some of this activity. You'll notice, though, a few clouds here and there. They're all fair weather, actually sourcing a lot of that moisture off of Lake Erie, but you don't anticipate any rain with this. This is just kind of one of those blankets of cloud cover here and there that's just going to help to kind of keep that temperature a little bit cooler today. So temperatures, if you're stepping out right now, mid to upper 60s, low 70s, and you'll notice it's just a very slow and gradual jump in our temperatures as we progress through the rest of this afternoon. You'll see that in your hour by hour forecast, us teetering between those low 70s, 70, 71, 72, with a little bit more of that sun breaking through by the time we get into this afternoon. So it'll certainly help, especially areas south of US 30. I think that's the best opportunity to see some mid to upper 70s. The closer you are to the lake shore, though, the more you're going to be dealing with some of those slightly cooler temperatures. And then we'll warm things up tomorrow and really warm things up Saturday, right out ahead of our next 19 first alert weather day. So we are going to talk a lot about your alert day coming up in just a few minutes, but also you can catch later. Maybe you open up some of the windows at your house. You're greeted to some nice cooler, less humid air mixing back in. So it gives you time to air out the house a little bit. I know I always love to do that, especially when temperatures get into this range during the summer season, because we got to take advantage of it, right? We know these days usually don't last very long, and tomorrow it's going to be a testament to that. We're going to see the heat slowly starting to return, but it's manageable heat. Temperatures for us will likely stay about low to mid 80s as we go through tomorrow afternoon, and you'll slowly start to see that humidity working back in, and that's what's going to fuel a better opportunity for some showers and storms. It is a 19 first alert weather day for Saturday for the potential that some of those storms could be on the strong to severe side, and maybe you're kind of welcoming some of the rain at least that would likely come from this, because if your grass looks like mine, it looks exactly like this. You're starting to get a lot more of that yellow mixing in, and the latest from the drought monitor says, you know what, we're starting to see that moderate drought mixing back in here across Northeast Ohio. And to a lot of us, that's probably no surprise, because we really just haven't seen prolonged days where we're getting a lot of rainfall working back into Northeast Ohio. So this is going to be a nice little break if you do have to get some watering done to try and help kickstart maybe some growth once again. You've got a couple of really great days to do it without too much evaporation because of the high heat or anything like that. We won't see that today or really tomorrow. Temperatures right now, if you're stepping out for lunch, upper 60s to lower 70s. You'll notice over the next several hours, it's not a huge change to your temperature. For the most part, we're going to be staying right around the lower 70s as we go through the day today. We'll walk you through Saturday's setup for that potential for severe weather coming up in your full forecast.